Hello and welcome to all you Scorpios out there. This is your November forecast, the horoscope for November of 2020. For some of you, happy birthday. And let's have a look at November is again a very eventful month. There are eclipses there. The Mars goes direct. There's a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction and lots of more stuff going on. But what is mostly important for you? It's not the eclipse, because the eclipse is happening in not the key areas of your life. So I'm not going to start with that. I'm going to start with your ancient ruler Mars going direct and having a very sick and at the same time when that happens, Mars goes direct around and about the 15th of November. And this has been going on for you in your sixth house of your day-to-day life, and also going to do the curtain a bit like this. Hang on there. Mea culpa for this little thing that I need to do here. yes. Sorry for that. But anyways, I'm trying to say here is that this Mars was very important. This Mars going direct now is super important for you. It has to relate. It relates to your work and your health as well. But there is so much more stuff going on that is revealing for you. You are going to reveal so much more in November, your true self. Scorpios don't do that quite often. They are very good at other people let them reveal themselves to you. But now it's a bit the other way around, and it has to do with authenticity, and it has to be with the real raw you. And that all is because Mercury and Venus are in Scorpio. And Mercury is going for the third time now. The last time it also went retrograde. It touches Uranus 3 times. That's what I want to say. Mercury touched it for the first time the 7th of October, then around the 20th of October, and now the last time on the 17th of October. Mercury opposes Uranus. Revelations about you, about what you are all about. And because of that, you can go forwards in your work environment in a way more authentic way, but also in your day-to-day routines, feeling better about yourself, and also with your health. You're dealing a lot with this change, that how you profile yourself towards other people. And of course, this is about relationships. With this Mercury opposing Uranus, you will have revealed a lot of yourself to other people, and vice versa. It works out the other way sometimes as well. And you're having Venus as well in your sign as from the 21st of November. So this all shows when it comes to relationships, there has been some changes with the retrogrades and whatnot. And now it becomes very clear to the other person when you are in a relationship what you are all about and what you want. And it's like it's a very raw and very authentic. It's not like, oh yeah, I might want to do this or that. No, it's really clear. And because you are so clear to others, it's easier for them to make a decision as well. So yes, this can make a relationship for sure, and it can also break a relationship for sure. It depends on your personal horoscope, of course. But when you're watching this in October and you're just reconnected with someone because of the Mercury retrograde there, it can show really itself why it has been reconnecting, why it was so obvious now, and it was hidden, the information, for that other person and even for you now. So it becomes all clear. So when it comes to you, what you need in life, what you need in relationship, it's and if you had some doubts there, normally Scorpios don't doubt that, but if you had some doubts, because we're not just Scorpio, you can have a sun in Libra, for instance, and having a Scorpio rising. But what I'm trying to say is much more clarity about what you want, much more therefore consequence, very easy, much more clarity in your relationships. It's a lot of cutting through because you've got that Uranus there in your opposite sign. Things can manifest very quickly for you when it comes to relationships. A new one that starts, or one that is done, and it's quite liberating at the same time. And it's liberating because it was something that was hidden, mostly to do with you, mostly to do with that you didn't know exactly what your needs were. And now you're very clear about that. So good for you, Scorpios, this energy that no, it's not for you about the eclipses. It's not even the Mars going direct. It's all about this Mercury opposite Uranus for 3 times happening for you there. That is a big, big energy with, because Uranus is a very strong outer planet, and a lot of people that I see now in consultation, they are really in the midst of this authenticity that they are creating for themselves and for their relationships, and I think that's amazing, because true Scorpio rather knows the truth about themselves and others than living in in uncertainty. And even when the truth is painful, they feel liberated. And that's definitely the case for you. But it can also be in a very positive way, that you have decided, yes, this is what I need. And you feel very strong about that. Remember, this Mercury and Venus are in your sign. So you're feeling very strong and confident about what you are all about. And that has certainly a knock-on effect in your connections. Strong connections, absolutely. Your cup of tea. And the eclipse on the 30th of November is in your 8th house, your scorpionic house, basically. It is in Gemini. And the eclipse belongs to the Saros family for South. And again, this eclipse has a lot to do with emotions and feelings and relationships. So this is for a lot, although for some of you it will have to do with money. But I think for most of you, it will have to do with deep intimacy. Now, first of all, this North Node and the Moon together on the 30th of November, but you feel it the whole month. This building up of the eclipse in your 8th house. North Node means something new, something. With the moon, it can mean like a new financial opportunity there. It can mean that, for instance, it reveals itself, because it's a full moon, that there are changes in the income of your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, and that has a knock-on effect for you, a snowball effect, a good effect. Because it's something new and it's something that you can rely on. But as I said, I think for most of you, this has to do with intimacy. This has to do with new possibilities for intimacy. So maybe if you, Scorpios crave intimacy, they crave, and this is not just about sex, this is about the body, the mind, and the soul. So again, this emphasis on relationships. If you have been craving for more intimacy, you haven't succeeded in that, this can show that there is like new energy coming in and new possibilities, even in a light Gemini kind of way, which is very mercurial, so very much of enjoyable light energy. But in the 8th house of intimacy, it can really make your life more meaningful and more deep, connecting with a significant other person. So really your cup of tea. I have my Venus in Scorpio. I can relate to that totally. My ruler there as well, Jupiter, Venus, Jupiter. Having said that, on the other level, this Mars going direct, of course, already I said this, that there is like this at the midst of the month, the 15th of the month, this you're going forwards with work. Still, it will square up next month with Pluto. So there's still some tough decisions that can be made, or it will demand a lot of your energy, but you're used to that. You're not afraid of that. You're strategic. And what I wanted to say is also that in your 3rd house of the mind, Jupiter conjoins with Pluto. So these are, again, revelations, secrets coming out. You love that. It's around and about the 12th of the month, but it will help you to decide where you want to go and to decide what it is that you want to do. And that finds a bit more meaning there for sure. So communications are going to be very deep, and certainly a very scorpionic month for you that I think lots of Scorpios will like. Notwithstanding the fact truth can be a bit hard sometimes, but again, you can deal with that. Having said that, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.